Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
Bwaaa!
Bwaaa trash fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. That drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares, but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Bwaaa, King of the Hill Rewatch Podcast. I am Mike.
And I'm Rusty.
Rusty, we have a very special guest today. We have somebody who holds an account on Instagram called Feminist Peggy.
A King of the Hill content creator, yeah.
King of the Hill content creator. Yeah, I love the fact that in the bio here it says Margaret Peggy Hill Substitute Teacher of the Year, 96, 97, 98, three trophies. And then it says King of the Hill memes and more.
Escúchame.
Escúchame, that's right. So we want to welcome Alejandro, who is Feminist Peggy. How you doing, man?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing really great.
That's great.
Just rewatching some King of the Hill with my coffee before
Sure.
you called me. So.
Sure. So which episode are you watching?
Actually, I'm in the middle of finishing season 4, episode 13.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Hanky panky.
How many how many times do you think you've watched through the entire series?
I gotta say that I lost count, but it has to be at least more than 7 times.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's a lot.
That's
yeah.
It's quite a few.
Sometimes it's like I use it as a white noise to go to sleep.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
A comfort
absolutely.
show, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I have those shows too. I've gotten into this weird thing now where I turn on stuff on YouTube and just kind of let it play, and I end up falling asleep in my chair.
I've been watching Julia Child.
Yeah.
My comfort show's been Julia Child's lately.
Yeah.
I've been watching
And
her
it-
cook.
The nice thing about this stuff, or The Office, or King of the Hill, or whatever, is that
Yeah.
even if you fall asleep, you don't feel like you really missed anything because you've already seen it a million
1,000
times. You
times,
know?
yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. So,
That's true, but okay, sorry.
Alejandro, tell us about you. How'd you get into this, and where you from, and why are you doing all this? Why are you Feminist Peggy?
Well, it goes back to like the very first episode that I watched, which was, I believe it was Halloween.
Oh, Halloween. Yeah, we just did that one.
Yeah, I was just like actually listening to
thanks.
that earlier today. But I just remember liking it, and I don't know why I was laughing way too much. Like I understood the humor because like growing up in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect. For anybody that grew
You
up in
just-
Texas, it's hilarious, yeah.
Yeah, and like you actually get to meet like a lot of people, and like there is people just like that everywhere. They have,
Oh,
where you
yeah.
go, like,
Yeah, you
Like,
you
it's like-
see those people from Arlen everywhere, don't you?
yeah, and sometimes it's like you literally go to the store and like you always happen to just find someone who's just like someone who you just watching King of the Hill,
Oh, yeah.
and the humor, like everything, just like gold. And there's some like here and there, like I feel like even though I have watched the show like 7 times,
Yeah.
I feel that there's always something new, something that even when I blinked or something.
That's right.
Yeah, there's
That's
always
right.
something you
my
miss.
eye is gone.
Yeah.
And like the tiny details, like
Facial expressions,
just
anything like
amazing.
that. Yeah, just like something as simple as like their facial expression or something that you missed.
Yeah.
What?
And even like the tiniest, like in episode 13, season 4, like at the very end, whenever Miss, I know, I guess it's like on the next episode, but like basically in hindsight, it's mentioned like because Peggy like redid the whole barbecue place.
Yeah.
He took like the horseshoe off the top of the entrance, and like you can see the little horseshoe in episode 13, and it's just like those kind of things. But
Fantastic.
anyway,
Yeah.
as growing up, I just like, felt that there was never enough merch or enough speakers
Yeah.
to like King of the Hill, and I'm like, why? It's so good. Like there's so much, like even action figures, like
Mhm.
they could do so much, and like we need more merch. And like I am one of those people that wanted merch, and
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember it was like December. It was December 29th, 2018, and it was a rainy day, and I
Uh-huh.
was like watching King of the Hill, and I was like, I don't know, like I just felt that there wasn't enough content out there
Right.
of it either, and like I'm like, this show is so gold. Like, why can everyone see that? And I'm gonna start a little account for meme pages, and then I started one, and I forgot what name I put under, like username I put first,
Yeah.
but then I changed it to like it was like Peggy something, but then I was like, you know what, I love King of the Hill, and but like I wonder what would it be with like kind of like taking in account like how times have changed, you know,
Yeah.
like some like you know, it's a show and it was made when it was made, and I think it's just gold. It's like
Yeah.
amazing, but like making like, you know, memes and jokes like that, it would be more, I guess, more inclusive of everything.
Sure.
So I was like,
Sure.
here, so like of my followers, like I felt like at some point felt the same way. Like it shouldn't just be for just one group of people. It should be for
Mhm.
everyone. And like as time changes, like, you know, I'm not gonna talk about the reboot, but I would be so interested to see how people have
Yeah,
changed or grown.
Yeah,
and
we
so
have
on.
talked about that and how, number one, if you watch King of the Hill with the right frame of mind, it's really an inclusive show. Like everybody thinks
It
that
is.
everybody thinks that Hank is such a, he's going to be this redneck and he's not going to be inclusive and things like that. But
No,
honestly,
he just hates stupidity.
he just hates stupidity. That's all it is. Yeah.
As long as you're not a jackass who's
That's
stupid,
right.
he's good to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
I've never seen him turn up his nose at anybody,
Yeah, that's so true.
with the
And then
exception
bam,
of.
feminist Peggy was born.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good job, man. Yeah, and it's really taken off. You've got quite a few followers. Your post to follower to following ratio is wonderful, and I love some of the stuff that you post, man. You really do a lot of work on it, to be honest with you.
Well, you know, I felt like that's something that I just really enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, why not share my humor with everyone? And like some now and then I'll drop a sticker or two, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I'm like, I print them, and I'm like, God damn, I love these stickers. And I was like, I want people to be able to have the chance to get one too. Because I don't know, like I'm like, I don't see these stickers. I'm like, we need more merch. And this time around, if they do bring up the show, all I want to say is like, Mike Judge, drop some more merch.
That's right. We need
are
more
hungry
merch.
for merch and official.
It's weird. Like you're talking about the official merch. Rusty and I were just talking about that, like how there's not enough of that stuff out there. I told him, I told him I've got a really good Strickland propane T-shirt, and I love that shirt, but. My kids bought me one that is Tom Landry Junior High, And the problem with it is that it's not official merch. And so, like, the second time I washed it, the decal started coming off, you know? And so, yeah, it's just, I love the fact that I could have a Tom Landry middle school T-shirt, but man, Mike Judge, I need you to make a good one so that
the
it
only
doesn't
way
come apart on me. That's
the
right.
only way you're getting any merch now is the retro stuff, and it is really expensive.
Yeah, either that or you're getting something off Etsy or whatever, and it's just you don't know what
the
the
original
quality's
retro
going to be
stuff
like.
is super expensive. It's like $100, $200 for a shirt in some places.
Yeah, and here's what I will offer. If Mike Judge would just give us a holler, we're right down the street from you, Mike, or in California. But if you would just give us a holler, we are happy to spearhead that merch thing for you. I know that Feminist Peggy would be in on it, and we could really help you out. Oh yeah. Just put us on the team, Mike. Yeah, just put us on the team, right? That's right. Yeah, we'll get that thing taken care of for you, Mr. Judge. So Alejandro, what do you do for daily work, or do you work, or what do you do?
I mean, I wish I didn't, but I actually work part time at a bar.
Oh, okay.
In Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And the rest is just kind of like I do some creative stuff on the side, basically.
Really?
Broke artist. You could say I'm just a broke artist here, and yeah, that's pretty much.
You know, it's funny. I'm sitting here listening to you talking about being an artist, and I'm drawing as we're speaking. I'm drawing a mammoth here because we're about to move into a new studio, and Waco is known for the mammoth site. We found a bunch of woolly mammoth bones here, and they made a big deal out of it, and it's cool and all. But I'm going to draw a big mammoth on the wall, and I'd love the fact that you talk about being an artist as part of that. We have a lot of artists involved with the network and around us and stuff, and that's really cool. So tell us about your art and maybe where somebody could see some of it.
Well, it's like if it's still in the growing, like I'm broken. Like I've done some mural stuff, but only for myself.
Yeah.
And mostly just whatchamacallit, like work on my Wacom tablet, basically.
Oh yeah.
Just visual art and like sometimes video editing, but that's why I said I'm broke. I'm a broke artist because I like. And then like I spent some doing like some like stuff like creating stickers or like on the side. I also started like renewing. I guess like buying old hats and just kind of like refurbishing them and like creating like a disco ball hat or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And,
that is cool.
So yeah, that's basically what I do. But I'm gonna share. There is like I said, I started refurbishing hats and like refurnishing them and like pimping them out and making them look great. I think it's Pink Disco Cowboy, the username on Instagram, but I'll share it on my feminist page eventually.
Oh
but
yeah, man.
I'm gonna start selling the stickers through that little store, King of the Hill stickers through that, and I'm just basically gonna merge my passion for King of the Hill and like selling stickers. So
oh, that's fantastic.
That's great.
So
Okay.
everything's coming, and like also I'm dropping. I think it's because like I love doing this so much, but I also don't make money from it.
Yeah.
I want to make like a Patreon and where I can like automatically just like share like limited edition like beautiful stickers and with like what I love and share with the people that.
Yeah, imagine with the community that you've already gotten together, you should be able to get some Patreon out of that. That would be cool. Yeah, I would personally subscribe to it just to see what kind of creative stuff you come up with, because when I first created the Instagram, the first thing that I did for the podcast was seek out other content creators that were making King of the Hill content, and that's how I actually found your content. I
am sitting here looking at your Disco Cowboy right now, pink.disco.cowboy, yeah. And we've got John Redcorn wearing the pink camouflage cowboy hat. I love that. Yeah, and man, I'm telling you, you're making some cool stuff here. Like you've got the one pink cowboy hat that you put all of the reflective stuff on, the disco ball pieces. That thing is crazy. Wow. So you're going to start making these, huh?
Yeah, and so like I think there's a little disco ball with a pink hat.
I see
on
that,
it,
yeah.
Which I'm gonna start making into earrings, and we'll do a drop. So, like I said, I have a lot of stuff happening on the side.
That's
but
super
slowly
cool,
but
man.
surely.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, we would love to help you kind of push your stuff. So you let us know when you're going to drop something, and we'll help you reach some of our folks too.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll
definitely keep you guys in the loop.
Yeah, please do, man. Please do, because we've got, I don't know if you know this or not, but we have a little, we have an art gallery here that the company that owns us kind of helps run. And so you might give me a holler, and we'll see if we can't get some of your stuff in there.
That's amazing. We'll do. Thank you.
Yeah, it'd be
so
super
much.
cool. Super cool. It is summertime here in Central Texas, and I don't know about you, but I am already sweating.
Oh yeah, I've got swamp ass and ball sweat more than I know what to do with. And you know, if it wasn't for Ballsy and their products, I'm sure right now I'd be able to smell my own balls. So I'm really thankful for their products.
Yeah, you know, your cleanliness is a reflection of you, especially below the belt. And you know, I think about cleanliness a lot because, like, I've got a beard. I've had one for a long time. You've got one. But I never really think about taking care of my down under as I do my face.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't think that a lot of people, think about keeping their balls clean and fresh.
No.
I think that's an endemic in males is keeping our groin area clean.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's no secret that balls are prone to odor, sweat, irritation. So you need something like Ballsy.
Yeah, so guys, you need to upgrade your balls game with Ballsy. Yep. They've got quality, long-lasting products formulated to keep you fresh, comfortable, and confident. And for me, I tried out the Ballsy trimmer, the beard trimmer part of it. I shaved my mustache with it.
That's the cool thing. It comes with both heads.
It comes with both heads.
So it's not like you have to use the same head on your face as you do your intimate regions.
Yeah, your intimate regions.
Yeah.
So they got your sack covered with a ball wash, sack spray, and more. And I'll attest to the ball wash. My balls have never smelled cleaner and felt fresher ever in the entirety of my life. So
yeah, I took a small sample of friends and family, and they said my balls smelled wonderful.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's good. My dog
it
told
was
me
uncomfortable after that.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah.
So, when you go to Ballsy, you can get different things like you can take a quiz to see where to start. They have a sack pack. The sack pack has all of it. It's the ultimate
trifecta.
It is the ultimate trifecta of products specially formulated to take care of your most prized possessions, which should be your balls.
And the big thing is it is made right here in the U.S. of A.
In the U.S. of A. That's right. And it always will be.
Always will be.
Or so tell the people at Ballsy.
Or so says Ballsy.
So
and
says
they
Ballsy.
have over 200,000 currently satisfied customers with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you've got to give it a try.
Yeah.
There's no risks involved.
Yeah.
And the only thing that could happen out of this is clean, fresh balls.
That's what I'm saying, right? So what you need to do is go to ballwash.com, put in promo code KOTH, as in King of the Hill. So ballwash.com, promo code KOTH, and you'll receive 20% off your order of $50 or more. That's 20% off when you go to ballwash.com and put in promo code KOTH. So says Ballsy.
Balls.
Hey, Rusty.
Hey, Mike.
Your dog deserves tasty, healthy, real food, not kibble. Don't give him kibble.
No, I like to give my dog food that's created by a vet that exceeds all industry standards.
There you
Fresh
go.
dog food, stable life. A stable shelf life and affordable. This food here, Sundays for Dogs, Mike. It's 40,
Sundays for Dogs.
It's 40% less expensive than
Holy
leading fresh
crud.
brands.
Yeah, and it's like you say, it's created by a vet. It's shelf stable, which I don't get those dog foods that are in the freezer and refrigerator and stuff. That just seems like a lot. I've got a friend of mine who makes his own cat food, which is weird. But
it's especially weird when you could get it from Sundays for Dogs.
That's what I'm saying, right? You know, I mean, he's got cats, so he's weird anyway. But
well, he could feed it Sundays for Dogs.
Feed his cats to Sundays for Dogs.
It's created by a vet. It's fresh dog food. It's customized for dog size, breed, and activity level. So all he has to do is take a quick quiz and see if it's right for his pup.
Yeah, you just go to sundaysfordogs.com. You take the quiz. Best part about all this, well, let me tell you about some of the benefits first. You're going to get increased excitement from your dog about eating, which my dogs are not super excited about eating because I buy them junk, but not anymore. You'll get better stool, which, you know, if your dogs stay outside all day, that's a big deal. You'll get more energy out of your dogs, improve weight, softer coat, just a better life for your dogs if you feed them this
my
stuff.
dog loves it. It's real easy for her to eat. She's an older dog, but it's really easy for her to eat. And
she's 104.
She's 104, yes. Right. And the fact
not
that
in
it's
dog years,
not in dog years, in human years. Yeah, she's extremely, extremely old, and I think it's due to eating Sundays for Dogs.
Sure.
Which the quality ingredients are really good for her health. The crap they put in, you know, a lot of the store brand stuff is just junk for them. Yeah. And a lot of filler and stuff like that.
It's like feeding your kid Doritos all day.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like a bag of Doritos.
That kid's going to stop up at some point.
And Sundays for Dogs is like a bag of carrots with...
It is. It's like carrots and real meat and things
just
like
good
that.
Stuff. Yeah.
You know, if you go to sundaysfordogs.com and take that quiz and figure out the right plan for your pup, the best part about that is you can get 35% off your first order if you use the code KOTH, as in King of the Hill, KOTH, and you'll get 35% off your order.
Well, 35%. That's
a big
good.
deal.
That
you know,
deal.
most of these things you hear is 10%. But for this one, you go to sundaysfordogs.com, enter KOTH as the code, and get 35% off.
Yeah, that's great.
Woof. So tell me about Feminist Peggy. Tell me, give me your favorite episode, or if that's not fair, you could give me 2 or 3 of your favorite episodes, and tell me why you love them.
Okay, well, that is funny that you asked that, because I was literally just about like seconds before you called me, I was literally on my phone about to share exactly that with everything, and I just posted it right now.
Yeah.
But basically what the post said is like, my favorite episode is season 4, episode 13 and 14.
Yeah.
Hanky Panky and High Anxiety, because you can have one without the other. There's like so much great stuff in both of those episodes.
Right.
Like so much happens, and it's just like, I don't know, like every time I just watch it, I just can't stop laughing, and it comes to the point in which I have to pause it because I'm like,
so give us kind of a, we're only on season 2. We just recorded episode 5 of season 2, the one where Hank goes fishing with crack. And so give our listeners a little bit of a preview on what season 4, episode 13 and 14 are.
So episode 13, Hanky Panky, stars basically Miss Liz finding out that Buck has been messing around with Debbie.
Miss Liz. Yeah.
And she divorces him and takes over his Strickland propane, and so much crazy stuff happened. And then on episode 14, High Anxiety, we see Hank trying pot for one hit for the first time. And the whole, like, very dark. I love the fact that it's a little bit dark episode of, like, finding out on, like, what happened to Debbie.
Right.
And who the killer was, which, like I said, both of the episodes are just so great. Like, it's just like I can never get out of my head. You know, Hank's freaking out after hitting.
It is good, yeah.
Yeah, those are good episodes. So is this your first podcast interview or any kind of thing like that you've done yet?
not the first podcast, but not the first podcast, but it's like definitely in my, at least within my third podcast.
Uh-huh.
And then there was and then I have some stuff in the works for the patron, like I mentioned.
So tell us about that.
Well,
I feel like you're going to be our competition pretty quick.
Oh, no competition at all. It's just like I said. It's not gonna be like episode. Rewatching it episode by episode, but like
Right.
sometimes, like I said, I want to share my top 10 episodes, and I want to discuss them and why they're like on my top 10, or like
Right.
what, or even like make a little have like random like guests as well. Just be like, do you want to play trivia, fast trivia?
Yeah.
Like yes or no, like yes or no questions, or like a small little like I just started playing trivia again on Feminist Peggy today, and it's like, what was Debbie's apartment number? And surprisingly, only 1/3 of the people getting it right.
Oh, I don't doubt
Which
that.
is really-
I don't doubt it. I imagine
Well-
there's some pretty good trivia that you could probably pull from that.
Oh yeah, like I said, I'm in the middle of finishing episode 13 again, and I have a few trivia questions, which after the interview, I'm probably gonna go get back and at the trivia again and go with that. Play trivia. So after the episode, come play trivia.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
That's really great.
Yeah.
So do you have a name for this show that you're gonna start putting out, or are you just gonna put it out on Instagram underneath your Feminist Peggy?
It'll probably just be bro. I don't know yet. I haven't thought about that, but
All right, I'm not trying
it'll
to
be
push you.
something
I'm
like
just asking.
Senora Hill.
Senor Hill, yeah.
Stop.
I love
Senora Hill. Unleash or something.
Oh, I love that.
Escúchame.
That would be great.
Escúchame, yeah, that's how
Escúchame would be
you
a
end
good
it.
title. That would be a
Yeah.
great title, yeah.
That's really great. I got to tell you, one of my favorite posts that you've done is the Lego versions of Hank and Dale and Boomhauer and Bill. Is that something you own, or did you just find that?
I found that one. I
Yeah.
wish I owned it, but
No kidding, because I was gonna drive down there and break into your house and steal it. So,
but I'm learning on how to I guess you can say recolor
Yeah.
Legos and
yeah.
how to basically I'm learning how to make it, because like I said, Mike Judge, if you're listening, we need more merch.
That's right, man. Hey, can you imagine if you were able to put together a licensed King of the Hill Lego Arlen? You know, just put it together
It'll
house
fly out
by
the
house. Yeah, man. Oh, that would
Oh
be
my
so
god, they could
cool.
make
Well,
$1 million.
To let you know,
Off of
Lego
us, just of
Lego
us.
does a thing where people could submit their own Lego ideas. It's like Lego Ideas or something is the name of the thing that they do, where you submit, and if it gets enough votes, they'll actually make like fan made, ideas. They'll reach out to these companies and make like officially licensed stuff.
So it's like when Lay's made the sausage and gravy potato chips or whatever.
I don't know whose idea that was. That was a terrible idea.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you go to ideas.lego.com, they have a thing there where people have submitted some stuff. And, some people have submitted like Garfield and Krusty Krab and things like that. So
Some of them have done the Treehouse from The Simpsons,
Yep.
and there's all kinds of different stuff on there. There's
Yeah, there's-
Charlie Brown.
all kinds of stuff there. So, man, you ought to get on that and submit it, Alejandro.
I'll start a change petition.
Hey, start the
Everyone
petition.
sign up.
That's right.
I'll sign it.
That's right. We'll sign it, definitely.
Mike Judge, more. We need more merch.
That's right. Mike Judge,
Yeah.
more merch. That's
we do.
that's the entire petition. Mike Judge, more merch. And then we just all sign it. Yeah, and send it to him.
I think that will actually work.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think
the
it's a
reboots, because they need it. They have so much potential of making money with the reboot, and I hope they do.
Yeah, man.
merch.
Now is the time too, because everything's being rebooted and everything's coming back. I saw the
Beavis and
I saw
Butthead
the
commercial.
Beavis and Butthead thing. Yeah.
Did you watch it, or did you see the commercial for it?
I've just seen the commercial for
I don't think
it.
it's released yet. I don't think it releases till the 23rd.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
it's
excited.
like Beavis and Butthead in space or something. Isn't that what it is? What is it? Oh, look at
Beavis
him.
and Butthead do the universe.
He's wearing his Beavis and Butthead Heelys here
in the studio.
today.
Yeah, I got my Beavis and Butthead shoes on.
So when you talk about like upgrading hats, is it just going to be the cowboy hats, or are you doing baseball hats, or what?
Mostly cowboy, but I'm open to ideas.
Yeah, man, I want you to make me a custom baseball hat.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah. You and I need to talk, and I want a custom King of the Hill version baseball hat.
I thought that was implied with that.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
It is
there you
implied.
go.
You're right. Yeah.
Only King of the Hill merch.
What else would it be? That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I say we start making merch until we get sued.
I agree too.
And while we're getting sued, we'll make courtroom merch
That's right.
to sell outside
That's right.
until the
That's right.
ruling, because we
That's
can
right.
still sell the merch until the ruling.
Hey, nothing wrong with a good cease and desist letter.
Which, there's a lot of content creators I've seen on Instagram that do make and sell their own like King of the Hill type
That's
stuff.
crazy.
There's the glass. I'd like to I'd talk to that lady as well too about her stuff, but she does King of the Hill glass. She does like stained glass windows with King of the Hill.
Glass. Oh, yeah.
And then I saw a post on her Instagram as well where she had actually had somebody from Mike Judge's life. I don't know whether it was a producer of a show or whatever, but it was somebody that was affiliated with Mike Judge, had bought it and gifted it to him. So he knows that people are. I think, to me, Mike Judge, anytime I've ever seen him in an interview, or there's even people that I've talked to that have been in the same space as him, that have hung out with him kind of thing. And even those people have said that he's just a super chill guy that enjoys people liking his stuff that he makes.
Yeah.
And he's just a really calm, and they said he's just a really funny, just all he wants is people to like the stuff that he's making, and then that's what what everybody gets from him, and that's what I get from him too. As long as we're out here enjoying what he's made, I don't think he's out to he's made his X millions of dollars. What is $10 for a few T-shirts that somebody sells?
He's just a good old Texas boy.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Well, like he follows me too.
Does he?
He does.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that.
And
Yeah.
I actually tagged him one time, and whenever I did, because I've done when I get obsessed with a show, I'll find a way to kind of mash it up with King of the Hill, and it was around the time when WandaVision came out, and I was so obsessed with it, and I did Peggy Vision and tagged him, and he messaged and said that I was a good curator of the show, and
that's
he enjoyed
cool.
myself, and I was like, I can die happy.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah.
I don't think I'll be getting a cease and desist letter anytime soon.
Yeah. I think the closest I've got to Hank Hill or to Mike Judge was talking to Hank Trill. Have you heard of Hank Trill?
Yes, I'm actually familiar with some of his stuff. I've seen a couple of.
We had an interview. We had an interview with him. You're our second interview, actually. So he was our first content creator interview. Was Hank Trill?
Hank Trill. Hey, Alejandro, I'm going to invite you to something. We are having an event. Tell him the date.
It's July 2nd. So it is a cosplay event that I am hosting as a host of the King of the Hill podcast. And I form many functions, but that's the function I'm going at. I'm going as a host of the King of the Hill podcast.
It'll be a King of the Hill themed.
Yeah, it's a themed
cosplay.
So it'll be local. It'll be local music. Most of it's going to be rap and hip hop music, but it's local music. It's all local artists. And one of the guys that I'm throwing it with, that I'm hosting the show with, is Giovanni the King. And he goes to Austin, San Antonio, Houston. He's a videographer that goes all over Texas and actually all over the United States. He goes to Miami and stuff sometimes, and
does a lot of rap videos.
There's a lot of rap videos
yeah.
and photography and stuff like that.
He was actually on the show also. He was one of our co-hosts early on with episode 10.
Episode 10 on season 1.
The
he sat in with us.
smoking episode.
Yeah, the cigarette episode where they're all fiending for cigarettes. Yeah, in season 1. So you're invited to that. Since you're close, man. You could come up. It'll be on July 2nd. It'll be from 8 p.m. to midnight on July 2nd.
Come on up. Bring a pink cowboy hat with you. And, man, if you can make it, we would love to have you.
Is it gonna be in Waco? That
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
exciting.
It's here in Waco.
It'll be in Waco.
We have a place next to us called Nexus Esports, and it's a big old like 5,000 square foot place, big stage inside. There's seating, there's standing room, there's sandwiches, there's beer, there's all kinds of stuff in there. So yeah, man, if you can make it, we'd love to have you.
That sounds really excited, and I will probably go take you up on
Yeah,
that.
we'll send you.
I want to see my plan and everything. But
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah.
we'll send you some stuff on it and see if you can't make it. That would be fantastic. We'd love to introduce you on stage.
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And thank you for having me.
Yeah. It's been a real pleasure having you on here. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
and,
we've enjoyed it.
we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know if you were an actual feminist or if you were a man, woman. We didn't know who we were getting on the end of the phone there. But you have been you've been a real delight, and we really appreciate you taking the call.
Yeah, I appreciate
Thank you.
it. I appreciate it, and keep on cranking out the good content.
Heck yeah.
Like I said,
you.
the only reason I was able to connect or make any kind of connection with you was because I was looking for King of the Hill content creators to eventually talk to, doing our podcast and stuff. So I appreciate you taking the time to jump on our tiny little King of the Hill podcast. I know there's other people out there that have been doing it for a lot longer, but we hope we're doing it better, and we hope we're here longer than they were, because a lot of people seem to fall off around season 2. And
I just hope that the love of the show comes across.
Yeah,
that's
for
all
sure.
we're looking for. Yeah.
I agree. Thank you. Thank you again, and it was a pleasure.
Alejandro, take care of yourself. Go watch some more King of the Hill, and we'll send you something on the event, and we'll talk to you soon.
Wimitanye.
Okay.
Wimitanye.
All righty. Oh. Escúchame.
Escúchame. There you go.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.